What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Trey the Trader here, and today I am going to break down exactly how I made $4,000 in a day with only a few trades. That being said, I don't typically trade a lot during the week. I only trade a couple of times. So this was actually the last time that I did trade. I'm going to be trading a lot more often, and I'm going to be recording my breakdowns and trade results for you guys to get value from. That being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, guys, you're looking at my iPad screen right now. I took screenshots of the trade before and after. So I'm just basically going to be walking you through my thought process and how I got to the end trade result. So that being said, we're on the US dollar Japanese yen. And as you can see here, on the 1 hour time frame, which is where I was analyzing this for the most part, you can see that we have a shift in the trend. So if I zoom out here, you can see prior that I had a downward trend line tracking this trend to the downside. And this area here was the last relative lower high. So that being said, when price broke past that last relative lower high at that area of resistance, that was a strong area of resistance. It was tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before finally being broken. Okay, so when it was broken, I knew that price had to come back down to retest it. And that's actually one of my favorite entry strategies is the break and the retest. So that being said, what I did was I plotted my entries to be once price came back down to retest this broken area. And as you can see, it tested it a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little minor test right there. So it came back down and tested that area, and it held pretty well. So seeing that it held pretty well, that gave me full confidence and indication that this price was heading back up in the original direction. So that said, let me go ahead and break down the actual trades here. So this trade was one that I did end up losing prior to making the $4,000. This was a counter trend trade. I was taking the sell down for the pullback before the entry actually took place. And you see it wicked me out right there. No worries though, that was a minor loss. Fast forward, I ended up catching it again for that actual pullback and got in there. Took the short-term sell, and I knew it was coming back down to retest. As I said, the break and the retest is my favorite entry and exit strategy. So I knew that it was coming back down to retest this broken area of resistance here, right? And as you can see, boom, 1, 2 tests. It broke past, right? It broke past here. And then after it broke past, what did it do? It came back down. It came back down to retest with that wick there. And that's exactly where I had my take profit and got out. So after that retest and exit, I was then able to get in for my original overall projection, which was for a long trade or a bullish trade, right? So as you can see, I entered right there, right? That was my entry. And that was the first entry for the $4,000 trade. So actually, let me pull up the actual screenshot of that trade. So as you can see here, the first position was a $2 lot size, and I got in at 132.898. The second entry was at 132.585. All right. If we scroll out here, we see the total, right, for that trade was over $4,000. So let me go back to the chart here so I can break down exactly how I entered that trade. Okay, so here we are again on the 1 hour. So as I mentioned before, price broke past that area of resistance, right, creating a new higher high and shifting the direction of the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend. That said, I had full confidence to get in 4 buys. I ended up missing the initial buy area down here, which is fine. It tested it multiple times, gave me full confidence that it was still going up. So what I did was I waited for another break and retest of this area here. So it broke past this area of resistance, right? And as it broke past, I knew it was coming back down, right, for a retest. And as it retested, again, I did miss the first initial entry, but it's no problem. I ended up getting in and catching it on its way up and got my first entry right about there. Okay. And then my second, third, and fourth entries came on the lower time frames as price was creating uptrend structure at right about here and here. So that said, I can scroll down a little bit more just to show you the in detail entries on the 1 minute time frame. And as you can see, this counter trend bearish momentum that's pulling the market back ended up breaking when price broke past this area of resistance with this candle, which was my very first entry, giving me confidence that this market was ready to continue in its overall direction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty much how I made $4,000 in one day. Break and retest is my favorite entry strategy, and literally it's as simple as waiting for an area of resistance or support to break and price to come back to retest, and then looking for your entry signals to get in and take it in its original direction. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. This was actually my first ever YouTube video. Okay, so I really would appreciate your feedback. Please let me know what I missed, what wasn't clear. I will be breaking down each and every single one of these individual concepts so that you guys can start to implement them in your own trading. And there'll be a lot more videos to come. Okay, I will be posting more regularly, posting as much value as possible. No, I don't have a website. No, I don't have anywhere for you guys to kind of congregate and start to learn these concepts in a centralized location yet. Right now, I just want to provide as much value as possible. So let me know how I can do that for you guys. I've been doing this since 2015, and I am now pretty profitable as a trader, and I would like to help as many people as possible achieve the same results. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and more to come. Peace.